Talking of the aforementioned gentleman, that's not Sir Gabriel Byrne, the other one. He is Scotland's most controversial broadcaster, and indeed, he is the talk of the UK radio industry. He doesn't play records like some lesser talents I could mention. He spouts off, a man of very definite opinion on all manner of subjects. Women drivers, single mothers, students, working mums, you name it, he takes them all on. The voice of reason or the voice of blind prejudice, whatever you say, he's got a great face for radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Scotty McClue. And a great honour it is too.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
I'm going to ask you, we've been talking about prostitutes. You're a wise man.
Oh, very wise.
As I say, you spout off every day to your listeners.
Yes.
And you have...
Sounds like a medical condition, that.
Yes, I mean, we'd be surprised if you had it. Why do men go to prostitutes, Scotty?
Well, I don't know that I'm actually the best person to ask that. I mean, the first thing is I couldn't do what the prostitutes do, you know, for a variety of reasons, but I couldn't stand out in the cold all that time, you know, I couldn't cope with that. I think the real reason that men go to prostitutes is I blame their wives, I blame the women, because if they... No, seriously, no, they're laughing away. Don't start any of that, I'm telling you.
No, come on, you blame the women, this is outrageous.
Just a minute, no, they're absolutely fine, hang on a minute, I blame the women because if they would keep their men puffed out, right? If they would keep their men puffed out, they wouldn't be fit to go to prostitute club. Now, the girls themselves...
Before you go, can I ask you a very personal question?
Aye.
Are you puffed out?
Well, puffed out. I know, look, puffed out.
Carry on.
Yes. No, I actually think, I mean, I'm not wanting to do the girls out of a job. We don't want to do that. No, seriously, Barbara, you know, you don't want to do the girls out of a job. What we could do is, say, open an old mine in central Scotland or something like that, and get the girls to work the mine. And then the women could keep their men puffed out, and everything would be fine. There'd be no need for prostitutes.
Why do you reckon men go to prostitutes?
Well, there is a grain of truth in what he's talking about.
A lot more than a grain, Barbara. Come on,
you reckon there is a grain of truth in what he's saying?
There is a grain of... Yeah, well, but half of the things that they want prostitutes to do, no reasonable woman would want to get up to anyway after a hard day's work and looking after children.
Oh, well, you've got more of a knowledge than you've studied it and all that. I would just be walking a wee straight bit of the heave-ho.
You wouldn't have to go then, would you?
Probably not. No, absolutely. Keep the wife puffed out.
What about women drivers? They're another bugbear of yours. I mean, it's outrageous prejudice. But let me hear your views, first of all.
No, please. This is not a prejudice, actually. I'm not prejudiced against women drivers. I'm not prejudiced against women in any way whatsoever. You know, that's the first thing. No, I have to say that, and you know I'm right.
Well, what about women drivers?
Women drivers are very, very dangerous. There are a number of things that women do well. For instance, they have their monthlies. They need a week off to do it, mind you.
I don't believe it.
They have their monthlies. They have babies.
Can I hit him?
Yes.
Now, they have... No, but listen, seriously, Barbara, think about it. They have babies. And the babies are accompanied with all the shouting and bawling and Now, I suspect that is made up. They talk about the pain of childbirth, but I think that's actually made up. And I'll tell you why it's made up. It's made up to keep men in their place.
I'm just taking all the... I'm aghast, actually.
Well, you don't look aghast.
I've got 3 children. This is absolute rubbish.
Is that right?
Anyway, go on, Scotty.
Well, a lassie came on last week and she said, Scotty, you don't understand what it's like having a wean. It's like pulling your top lip over your head. Now, why would you want to pull your top lip over your head?
To get the child.
To get the child. What a funny way to produce a child. Pull my top lip over my head. Take my bonnet off.
But to get back to women drivers rather than childbirth.
How did we get on to childbirth for women drivers?
Unless you're sort of driving a car and giving childbirth.
Well, if I said we're going into labour, you'd have started the politics.
So what is it with women drivers?
I think the problem is women are just not cut out to drive cars. They're not coordinated. If you're driving along the motorway, and there you see this wee car in the middle lane, and the other 2 lanes are jammed, and you think, why is that car doing 40 miles an hour in the middle lane? And the answer is, there's a lady driving.
Not always.
Now, wait a minute, this woman's heckling me here. I'm a great fan of yours, darling.
All
you know,
right,
it's
Scotty, I'll
wonderful.
shut up.
No,
So what do
I
you
don't
prescribe?
mind.
What's the answer then?
Well, the answer is to take the women off the road altogether. Put them onto public transport, right? Or you could curfew it so that you don't get these wee cars all steamed up with a Doug and four wains in the morning going to school.
So what you're doing is, you see, on your show, you're doing all this sort of stuff, which you obviously very much believe in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And there's, you know, as Barbara said, in some of the things you say,
My missus is
in some of the things you say, there is a certain grain of truth. But are you not in danger of whipping up prejudice amongst people? Because you're opening a real can of worms here, aren't you? I mean, what racists come on your show?
Oh, we don't like racism. There's no need for it. Because, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, because somebody is perceived as being different because of their skin or something like that, we don't put up with any of that nonsense. But we must sort the women out. And we must sort the single mothers out. The other ones just... Oh, there's some single mothers in here tonight. I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, let me hear about single mothers then.
Well, the problem with the single mothers, I mean, people don't realise what I'm about here. I'm trying to protect these girls.
That's big of you.
It's very big of me, and I am very big. I'm trying to get down to 20 stone. Now, here, I haven't said hello to my friends in Maryhill. Are we on there? Hello, all the friends in Maryhill and my mother there tonight. Nice to see you. Just sorry about that. But it's just been here with the bigwigs. No, the thing about the single mothers, Nicky, and everybody knows this, is what happens a lot of the time is young girls go out for a Friday night, they drop their drawers, dearest. I've said it now, I've said it. They drop their drawers and they maybe have a wee. Now the problem is these girls come on the telly and they say to me things like, it happens. Now it doesn't happen. No, if you don't drop your drawer. And that's the worry about it all, you see. Now what I'm saying is, look, if you're wanting a wean, right, because women are always very cautious people until they want a child. Then you have to go to bed if you're a man with your duffel coat on. And I have to put on these pyjamas with the feet that zip up the back.
The thing is, radio is a very, very powerful
You're laughing at me.
No. We're laughing with you.
I hope so.
We'll have
not making a fool of me.
We'll have a little bit more for you, but not too much later on.
No more.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together in appreciation for the wit and wisdom of Scotty McClue. And now...